Japan and countries like Italy and then Spain has been seeing what we call trends of population aging much faster and more dramatic than other countries. So, for example, there is something well known which we call the population pyramid, which shows the number of people at different age group. And Japan has this kind of pyramid changing into a kite for a long time, which means that you've been having for many cohorts fertility rates below the 2.1 point, and you're having fewer and fewer children, and then you're having people living for much longer time. So the life expectancy in Japan, one of the highest in the world. So you get a kind of concentration of people in the population towards the upper end of the age span rather than the bottom end or the middle end. So this means that the whole structure of the population will change. Obviously, population shrinking might have positive implications, but it's for a country that means that there is no replacement to the population, but also the whole structure of the population is different. Productivity, because that's a very important thing in terms of the economy, who's going to pay for taxes, how long people can work, how can you ensure that the people can live healthy for longer, because that's a very important element, that people are living for longer, but not everybody's living healthier for longer. So then you get attached with the health expenditure, people needing health care for a longer period of time, long-term care, and then who's going to support these, where the professionals coming if you've got the middle group shrinking. So then a lot of countries will think about migration, and the structure of the whole country might change. So there are huge implications. Some of them might be considered positive, many of them kind of challenging, but all of them will require rethinking of the systems that we work and live, and how to prioritize our health, really, given that we're going to live for quite a long period of time.
And you mentioned some of the risks there that are involved, but how prepared are we, for instance, in the UK for this?
It's I would say a steep slope, because we still function in a way that we regard certain ages to be older people, and our kind of economy and job structure and the way we learn and the way we live is still going into this systematic life cycle, which we have to rethink. There is a huge effort by the international community, particularly the WHO and the United Nations, in trying to think about quite a continuous learning, lifelong learning, how we can live our life in a different way, rather than a solid chunk of our lives going into education, then a solid chunk going into employment, then retirement, but to think about breaking these into smaller chunks, and doing the learning, then doing job, then taking a break, then doing learning, then doing another job that is more suitable for us. So thinking about the life cycle in a different way.